Yeah, what up YouTube? It's Louis here bringing you today's cryptocurrency video. We're going to be looking at multiple coins today. First one, Firo. Guys, I've literally tried to record this video 3 times now. I have made the video 3 times, but it's just, first of all, it's not saving. Then it's not literally letting me open it on quickfire. It's a mess today. I don't know what's going on. Restarting my laptop, but hopefully this records this time. Jesus. So, Firo. I told you guys that we have this massive cup and handle. Let me take my EMAs off first. So we have this massive cup and handle, and we had this handle. But not only was this a handle which we broke out of, this was also a falling wedge. And we know that our target for the falling wedge is the top of the wedge at $9.35, which I've given you on my Twitter. Make sure you're following me on my Twitter at Louis_crypto, because I'm posting multiple updates in the day on anything that's going on the charts, because I just can't keep doing that on YouTube. I do daily updates on YouTube, but if there's something going on in the charts throughout the day, I'll post that on my Twitter. So yesterday on my Twitter, I gave you a quick Firo update on my Twitter. It's telling you guys that we had this ascending triangle on the 1 hour when we broke out of the falling wedge with the target at 9.35. So this ascending triangle had a target here at $8.60. And we broke above the ascending triangle. I think I gave you this update when we actually broke out here on my Twitter. So I said that we're going to backtest it at support and then head to $8.60. But I also, in the same post, said that there's this W double bottom. And this is our neckline over here at $8.55, let's just say. The target of the ascending triangle is above $8.55. So this also then puts us in a target to 8.85. So we have a good amount of confluences here, because once we broke out of this, it puts us in a target above this, which also puts us in a target to $8.85. If you remember a couple days back, or a few days back, I was telling you guys that basically for the dip end we want to hold above $8.60. Now when I say this, I want $8.60 to hold as support, or this area to hold as support. If we lose it, it's not holding it as support, so then you have different support targets. Some people in the YouTube comments down below were like, Louis, you said this level, that level, this level, you can't keep changing your supports. Well, the supports change depending on what levels are holding. We have key levels of support, but we have intermediate or short-term supports. And the most key level of Firo is $8.20. Okay, guys, so you do not want to lose $8.20, and right now we're not seeing that. Don't worry about that. I'm just telling you, the level we don't want to lose is $8.20, and we're far off that, because right now we're at $8.65. So we met my $8.60 target, we can delete that, and we met my $8.85 target up here, which we met this morning or this afternoon. So what I'm seeing now is, when I told you about Firo breaking above and holding 860 as support, that would put us in the target to $10, which I mentioned in my previous videos. We've got more confluence, guys, because when we get to our target of 9.35, which is the top of the wedge, that would also, if we hold that as support, that also puts us in a target to $11. And you can see when we get above this level and this level, it puts us in further targets. So there's so many reasons for why we're going to go up, and we have all these technical targets which put us in further technical targets to the upside. Just like when we break above 10, when we break above 9.75, we go to 11.75, and that means we're above 10, obviously. And when we're above 10, that puts you in a target to 14.54. So that's what I'm seeing for Firo at the moment. You saw earlier in the video that I removed my EMAs, and I've told you this in the past. The reason why I've been removing them in the last few videos is because we have been consolidating. And when you're in a period of consolidation, you don't want to use the moving averages. You just want to look at swing highs and swing lows, support and resistance, or supply and demand, and just looking at the real price action. Because if you're in a consolidation zone with moving averages, as I turn them on now, you're going to see there's multiple bullish and bearish crosses throughout, and this just gets in the way of your trading. So always take note that when you're in a consolidation period, just turn them off. You don't need them. You don't want to really solely rely on them anyway, because the best traders use the least indicators. So if you're practicing with as little indicators as possible, your price action, your technical analysis will be spot on. But now with that, we're outside of this consolidation period, now we can turn them back on. So all of this here you want to ignore, and this is fine because it's not really consolidating. You're in a downtrend here, but that, just turn them off. Now that we've broken out of this descending or this falling wedge, we're now in a uptrend, my friend, because we're not making lower lows anymore. So you cannot tell me this is a downtrend, because this low is in line. Because it's in line, it's not a lower low, and so because it's not a lower low, it's not a downtrend. So it's either a consolidation period or we're starting an uptrend. And when you broke this high here, or the wick over here, you started your uptrend. So now that you're above this resistance, you're now in an uptrend, and we know our target's up here. So after we met our $8.85 target, what I want to see is now the EMAs hold as support. But remember, anyway guys, without the EMAs, we got our targets to hold. We want this level of $8.60 or $8.50 to hold. But now we turn on our EMAs and we have confluence, because the EMAs are lining up with our levels. Look, the 20 is at $8.60 and the 255 is at $8.50 or $8.55. So these are the levels that I want you to hold, guys. And if we do lose these, this is very bearish. And if you do lose these, you're most likely going to continue a downtrend and test at least the $8.20 zone. So that's Firo today, guys. I hope you enjoyed that video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.